Hello guys, and welcome back to another video on the Football Overseas YouTube channel. Today we're bringing you some more Serie A predictions. It's getting to the crunch time of the season now, where it's still got the title race to be played for between Napoli and Inter. European race being played for with a lot of teams currently fighting for Europe, and the relegation battle. We're going to dive into all of that today. If you do go on to enjoy, do feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Because definitely getting money's worth with the various content produced on Football Overseas. But without further ado, let's go on with these predictions. The first game is kicking off on a Saturday this weekend, as between Lecce and Como, the first game. For these sides last round, Lecce tasted defeat. They lost 2-1 away to Juventus, and Como they actually beat Torino 1-0 at home. So Como are sitting pretty fine in mid-table at the moment. Lecce, however, they are winless in their last 9 league games. They sit just 2 points clear of the relegation zone. So, I'll be quite worried if I was a Lecce fan right now. They've conceded the most amount of goals in the league, and the second most amount of goals, in the league, and they've scored the least goals in the league out of any team in this game. I think it would be a tight one, competitive. Como to come over the win. Cesc Fabregas team just get the 3 points in a 2-1 victory away from home. Now we move to Monza going against Napoli, and it's really looking bleak for Monza now. 6 games to go, I think it is for them, and it's 11 points adrift at the bottom of the table. So Monza are on 15 points, Lecce are on 26. 6 games to go. If Monza win all their games from now until the end of the season, they can only get to a maximum of 33 points. So 7 more points dropped and 7 more points gained for the teams above them, Monza will be down. And they've had a really poor season. And it doesn't get any easier for them. They're taking on Napoli, who are still fighting for that title alongside Inter Milan. Obviously Monza last time lost 1-0 away to Venezia. Napoli beat Empoli 3-0 at home last time out. In this one, I can only see one winner. If Napoli win this now, it'll be... if Monza win this now, it'll be so typical. But no, I'm going to go for Napoli to win this one. 2-0 away from home. Big 3 points for them in the title race. Monza, I think we should be thinking about Serie B already, because it's not looking good for them. It's not looking good, bruv. But anyway, we move to Roma going against Verona. Now, last time out for Roma in Rome derby with Lazio, it was a 1-1 draw. So, a share of the spoil was on derby day. Meanwhile, for Verona, they drew 0-0 at home to Genoa. Verona sitting comfortably in the table. Roma, of course, still pushing for at least a European spot, whether it's Champions League, Europa League, or Europa Conference League. They want to get into Europe, because that'll be huge for them. And I think they will win this one at home with the crowd behind them. Be tight, be scrappy. 1-0 Roma for me. Empoli going against Venezia. Now this is a relegation 6-pointer. This is the biggest game of Serie A this weekend. It's 18th place Venezia travelling to 19th place Empoli. Now Empoli, you're not going to believe this stat, but it's very, very shocking. No league wins in 17 games. That's right, 17 games. That is just unexplainably poor. You just how can you go 17 games without a win in the league? What's only keeping the season exciting is that they have managed to catch a few scalps in the Coppa Italia. They've beaten the likes of Fiorentina, Torino and Juventus in the Coppa Italia. We're in the semi-finals at the moment. We're currently 3-0 down to Bologna in the first leg, and they travel to Bologna for the second leg. But they had a good cup run, but they need to transform that into the league. They haven't done that for 17 games. Venezia, they're down there as well. Of course, they've got a massive win last round against Monza. Empoli lost 3-0 away to title chasers Napoli. In this one, Venezia have only won 1 time away at Empoli in history, which was in the 2021-2022 Serie A season. But I reckon history repeats itself. Empoli 0, Venezia 1 for me. Big 3 points for Venezia. Empoli are in trouble as they go 18 games on spin without a win. I'm a poet, I just didn't know it, lads. Anyway, we move on to the next game, which sees Bologna taking on Inter Milan. Last round, Bologna, they've been doing pretty well, but last round their run was halted by Atalanta as they lost 2-0 away to them. Inter Milan, of course, they just grind on the wins. They beat Cagliari 3-1 at home last time out. In this one, Bologna are quite a stubborn team. It'll be tough at Inter Milan, but they should go there and get all the 3 points with the quality they do have. They need to keep winning. They need to keep putting the pressure on Napoli below them to keep trying to chase them down with the final 6 games to go. And yeah, I reckon Bologna 1, Inter Milan 2 in this one. AC Milan going against Atalanta is their next one. AC Milan last night they beat Udinese 4-0 away, good win for them. However, Atalanta are a much more tougher opposition. And in this one, I feel like both teams like to score and concede a lot. So in this one, because it's been quite a high scoring game, I'm going to go for a Desmond, a draw. AC Milan 2, Atalanta 2. Share of spoils at San Siro. And next game to predict is Torino going against Udinese. Udinese, they're not on the best of form recently. Torino, of course, lost last time out, but I reckon it's another 1-0 scoreline for them. They can't on the right side of that 1-0 scoreline this time. Maybe Udinese 1-0 in front of their home supporters for me. Cagliari going against Fiorentina's next one to predict. Fiorentina drew 0-0 at home to Parma last night. With a disappointing result for them as they're still pushing for Europe. And Parma, they're down there, sort of just above relegation. I think they'll be fine, but it's been a poor season for Parma. I don't know if did they come up last season though, they might have came up. So survival is obviously brilliant for them. But in this one, Fiorentina going away to Cagliari down there as well. Not on base of form. Fiorentina win this one. 3-1 for me. Cagliari 1, Fiorentina 3. Genoa going against Lazio next game to predict. Lazio, of course, still pushing for Europe, and they want to win this game. I think they will. I think they've got quality. Genoa 0, Lazio 2. And the final game to predict is Parma going against Juventus. Juventus look rejuvenated, having sacked Thiago Motta and brought in a new head coach. I reckon their good form under a new manager continues. I reckon they get another big 3 points here as they push for Europe. I'm going to go Parma 1, Juventus 2. That wraps up my Serie A predictions, guys. If you did go and enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for new. Again, feel free to leave your Serie A predictions in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one very soon, guys. Take care and bye.